Imagine that you are the most powerful person in the world, with millions of people at your command. You have complete control over your actions, but you are also constantly in danger. Betrayals, illnesses, and wars. Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor who lived about 2,000 years ago. He also adhered to Stoicism, an antiquated philosophy that teaches us how to live well in any circumstance. How would you handle such a life? In this video, we will examine how Stoicism can be applied to your everyday life and how it can increase your resilience and happiness by helping us focus on the things we can control and let go of the things we cannot. Is money the most significant factor in life? For the Stoics, fame, power, or happiness? According to a school of ancient philosophers, virtue was the straightforward solution. In a world full of distractions, how can we attain virtue? Virtue is defined as living in accordance with reason and nature and doing what is right and good. Temptations and difficulties. Focusing on your own actions and thoughts rather than worrying about what other people do or what happens around you is a fundamental principle of the Stoics. This principle may seem straightforward, but it is difficult to follow. It calls for ongoing self-awareness, self-discipline, and self-improvement. It also calls for bravery and wisdom, moderation and justice. These are the 4 Stoic virtues that enable us to behave properly and sensibly in any circumstance. Among the most well-known Stoics, Marcus Aurelius had the potential to become overwhelmed by his obligations and troubles, or corrupted by his wealth and power, but he chose to maintain his stoicism every day by reflecting on his values and acting accordingly. He wrote in his journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events realize this, and you will find strength." He also wrote that the quality of your thoughts determines how happy your life will be. He realized that while he had no control over everything that happened to him, he did have control over how he responded to it. He concentrated on what he could do rather than what he could not do, on what was within his power rather than what was beyond it. How do you know what you can and cannot control? What power do you have? Stoicism provides us with a basic guideline. This distinction is significant because it prevents you from wasting your energy and emotions on things that are out of your control. Rather than becoming upset, frustrated, or anxious about things you cannot change, you can concentrate on bettering yourself and your decisions, which results in a calmer mind and a happier life. You can control your own reactions and attitudes, but you cannot control other people's actions or natural events. For instance, you can control how you dress for the weather, but you cannot control what someone says to you, but you can control how you respond to them. Life advice. Do you check your phone, watch the news, or hurry to get ready in the morning? These routines can cause you to feel agitated and preoccupied. Rather, give this a try before moving forward. Think about your goals and how you will respond to obstacles for a moment. This can assist you in establishing your goals and getting your thoughts ready for the day. The Stoics also practiced, throughout the day, try to stay present and mindful of your actions, making sure they are in line with your values. For instance, if you value honesty, don't lie or cheat. If you value kindness, don't be rude or mean. Being mindful means paying attention to what you're doing and why you're doing it. It also means being aware of your emotions and thoughts without allowing them to control you. By practicing mindfulness, you'll avoid regret and guilt and feel more satisfied with yourself. You can learn from Marcus Aurelius and become more resilient too. Marcus Aurelius was a great emperor who faced many difficulties, including wars, plagues, and betrayals from his own family. Despite these setbacks, he never gave up or lost his composure. He adopted Stoic philosophy, which helped him concentrate on his own deeds and accept what he couldn't control. Stoicism helps you cope with stress, anger, and fear by teaching you to accept things as they are rather than as you would like them to be. It also demonstrates how to live in peace with others and yourself. How can you live a Stoic life every day? Let's investigate. Asking yourself these questions each night before you go to bed is one of the best ways to learn from Stoicism. What went well for me today? What went wrong? And how can I do better tomorrow? This will assist you in determining your personal development goals and strengths and shortcomings. Stoicism is a lifelong journey rather than a quick fix. You cannot expect to master it in a day, a week, or even a year. You must continue to practice it every day in every circumstance. Keep in mind Marcus Aurelius' statement that the art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. You must be prepared to face obstacles head-on and overcome them with courage and wisdom. You've studied a lot about Stoicism and how it can help you deal with difficulties and concentrate on yourself. But how can you incorporate it into your everyday life? Let's go over the key ideas and see how you can put them into practice each day. Stoicism can relieve anxiety, anger, and frustration because it is predicated on the premise that you are only in control of your own ideas, actions, and reactions. Everything else is beyond your control and not worth worrying about. 2 drills. Self-focus is being aware of your inner state and bringing it into line with reason and virtue. Don't let outside circumstances or other people's viewpoints disrupt your tranquility. Instead, concentrate on how you may better yourself and advance society. 3. Learn from Marcus Aurelius, who endured many hardships as an emperor, but never lost his composure and dignity. He used his journal to reflect on his struggles and remind himself of Stoic principles. Finally, every evening, review your day and evaluate your progress by asking yourself what you did well, what you did wrong, and what you can do better tomorrow. This will help you grow as a person and as a Stoic. By following these steps, you can embrace Stoicism as a way of life and reap its rewards. Like Marcus Aurelius, you can learn to prioritize yourself and lead a calm, resilient life with a little daily work. We're attempting something novel and thrilling, fellow Stoics. You will select the subject of our upcoming Stoicism video. Here's how it works. Leave a comment below with a question or topic related to Stoicism that you would like to have addressed. Look over the recommendations and select the ones that pique your interest by giving them a thumbs up. Our next video will center on the comment that receives the most likes. This is your chance to guide our journey into Stoicism. Can't wait to see your suggestions and dive deep into the topic you choose. Now that you have learned some Stoic principles and how to practice them daily, it's time to challenge yourself. Don't just watch this and forget about it. Put it into action every day. Try to focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't see, how it changes your mood, your relationships, and your life. This is not easy, but it is worth it. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. You have the wisdom of the Stoics to guide you, and the example of Marcus Aurelius to inspire you. He was a man who faced many challenges, but never lost his calm and his virtue. He wrote in his meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength until next time." I hope you will find strength in these words and in yourself. Leave a thumbs up to help us reach more people in search of ancient wisdom. If you are new here, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more lessons on ancient wisdom. Thank you so much for watching, and keep in mind that focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot is the secret to living a good life.